All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're talking about the Houston Texans, and in my opinion, this team is severely improved in so many different ways, especially the defensive side of things, but even the trade for Joe Mixon, you're just getting more consistent, you're getting more reliable at the running back position, but they made some big-ass moves. Danielle Hunter, Danico Autry, you got some great pieces on the defensive side of things. And the reason I'm making this video here is because, Bleacher Report did like a one word to describe every 2024 team's offseason thus far. And the Houston Texans word was busy. And that doesn't sound that bad, but here was the logic. Why so many swap outs of similar players at considerable costs? It all seemed like a little overkill, and I'm not sure the roster is significantly stronger than it was in 2023. Like, no disrespect to whoever wrote that, but are you on crack? Are you on drugs? I don't really understand that in any way, shape, or form. Will Anderson Jr. was licking his chops. He was foaming at the mouth. He was reportedly jumping up and down after Danielle Hunter was signed. Folks, Danielle Hunter, Danico Autry, they're making magnitude-level moves last season. So, first off, we're going to pair Will Anderson Jr., who was Defensive Rookie of the Year, right? We're going to pair him up with a four-time Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro in 2018, off a season where the Houston Texans had a franchise record for sacks in 2023 with 46. We're going to pair him up with a dude last season who had 83 tackles, 23 of those were for loss, 16 and a half sacks, 22 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 pass deflections. And they're not better? They're not better. It's unbelievable. But before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We post a ton of Texans videos on this channel. So Texans fans, if we try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. It doesn't even end just there. You got Danico Autry. Any player, in my opinion, from the Tennessee Titans, especially on the defensive side of things, they're so underrated. They're so undercovered. Danico Autry last season, career high in sacks, 11 and a half, 12 tackles for loss. In 3 seasons with the Tennessee Titans, he had 28 and a half sacks. 3 seasons, 28 and a half sacks, 54 quarterback hits, and 30 tackles for loss. It's only 2 years. It's only $10 million guaranteed. I get it. He's going to be 34 years old. But based on his season last year, why is he losing a step? Even if he loses a step, and God forbid, instead of 11 and a half sacks, he has 10, I don't understand why that would be a sideways, even according to that article, a detrimental move. Azeez Al-Shaair, 3-year, $34 million contract. He has familiarity with head coach DeMeco Ryans. It's just weird because he's coming off a season where he had 163 total tackles. That's 5th most in the NFL. I get it. His contract is over $10 million a year. But I don't get why that would be a sideways move. They also picked up C.J. Henderson for a 1-year veteran minimum contract. Now, C.J. was the number 9th pick in 2020. He hasn't really lived up to those expectations. But if you can even extract a little bit from him, same thing with Jeff Okudah. If you can extract a little bit and those guys can just continuously improve as the season goes on, I don't understand why those are sideways moves in any way, shape, or form. So it's just weird to me that you would nitpick the Houston Texans defense, because I get it, man. You lost some players, Jonathan Greener, Blake Cashman. I get it. You lost some players, but you're filling it with players who have had high impacts in the last couple of seasons, like Danielle Hunter, Danico Autry, Azeez Al-Shaair. You're getting them for long term as well. Like a lot of these Texans players, especially on the defensive side that they picked up last year, they were like 1-year veteran prove-it contracts. So now you not only improved and bolstered your defense, but you also are securing these guys for more long-term. You also picked up guys, or you re-signed Derek Barnett. You pick up Mario Edwards Jr., like 21 and a half career sacks, 28 tackles for loss in his 9-year career. Like, they're just continuously filling out their defense. And even speaking on the defensive side of things, I saw a report earlier today, Xavier Howard's still free agent, and he said he would love to sign with the Houston Texans because it's a realistic option for him And I saw this like weird viral tweet the other day. It was, Xavier Howard saying like, ring my line or whatever the hell he said. And there was like a quote tweet, like just making fun of him saying like, no one's calling for you, bro. I don't get it. Xavier Howard, he's 30 years old. Before last season, where he still had 1 interception, 45 total tackles, 12 pass deflections, he had made 3 straight Pro Bowls. Back in 2020, he had 10 interceptions, league high. He had 20 pass deflections, career high, league high. 2021, 5 interceptions, 16 passes deflected. Xavier Howard joining the Houston Texans would change a lot. He would continue to bolster this defense. So I just don't really, this is more of a rant and a ramble. I don't understand how you could logically say the Houston Texans, specifically their defense, got worse. I don't understand it in any facet. CJ Stroud, the future is locked up with your franchise quarterback and CJ Stroud, who had a career season for a rookie quarterback. They won a playoff game against the Cleveland Browns in embarrassing fashion. CJ Stroud, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And then just real quick on Joe Mixon. Devin Singletary was a beast last year, but the issue was Dameon Pierce was the starting running back for, the first half of the season. So they run with Devin Singletary for the final half of the year. He finishes really solid, 898 rushing yards, career high, averaged a little under 4.2 yards per carry. Joe Mixon is reliable. He's as reliable as they come. And by the way, I'm not giving up on Dameon Pierce in any facet because he had a phenomenal rookie season. Joe Mixon hasn't fumbled in a multitude of seasons. The big issue until like maybe the final month of the season with the running back room in Houston last year was inconsistency. Dameon Pierce, Devin Singletary, they went from like, Dameon being RB1, and then they went to like this dual backfield. It was never really consistent until Devin was officially RB1. Joe Mixon's more reliable, and unfortunately, no disrespect to Devin Singletary, he's just better. You also re-signed Dalton Schultz, you re-signed Noah Brown, so your offense, even though you traded away your first-round draft pick, they're probably still going to pick up a rookie wide receiver in the draft. I have Nico Collins coming off a career season, 1,300 receiving yards, averaging 16 yards per catch. Tank Dell's injury, unfortunately, ended his rookie season. 47 catches, 709 yards, averaging over 15 yards per reception, 7 touchdowns as well. You cannot logically explain to me that the Houston Texans as a team got worse. I don't understand. It completely baffles me. It doesn't make any sense to my head. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit that like button, hit that sub button as always. But guys, let me know down below. Did the Houston Texans get worse? That's news to me. That is big news to me. I don't think that's right in any regard. But let me know. Give me a grade rating on the Houston Texans offseason thus far down below. Let me know any moves. Xavier Howard pique your interest. Let me know. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you soon.